Welcome back, friends. We're all familiar with the slogan, "Want to get away?" And Jimmy Buffett tells us that changes in latitude bring changes in attitude. And country music singer Alan Jackson promises that it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Across our country, we hear constant pleas for relief. We're exhausted and fatigued in the best of times. But lately, the stress for many special needs parents borders on the surreal. While the promise of relief through margaritas and trips south of the border may tempt us, the cry for relief certainly resonates with us, doesn't it? Last week, we began a study on refreshment. As you'll recall, we said the first step in being refreshed is to get right with God. Today, we want to talk about that second step. If you have a Bible, I'd ask that you pause the video, grab it, and read these verses along with me out of Isaiah chapter 40. Verses 30 and 31. Youths may faint and grow weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who trust in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Step number 2 in finding refreshment is this: trust in God. If you want to be refreshed, place your hope in the Lord. Nowhere else. There is no substitute for Him, no other avenue to find true renewal. He should be the first place we go and not the last. Now, while we may know that to be true, our natural tendency is to place our trust and hope in everything except God. Or we come to Him just as a last resort. Where do we typically seek refreshment first? Well, a good way to find that out is to look at where you spend your free time. When you get home and you're tired, is the first place you go Netflix, TV, or on-demand movies? Maybe it's social media. Maybe it's shopping. Maybe it's food. Maybe it's sports. What about happy hours in Margaritaville? I'm not saying that all those things are bad all the time. Far from it. But we should never confuse entertainment, recreation, or leisure activities as a substitute for God's ability to restore us. They're at best a temporary diversion, and at worst, escapism that separates us from the one person who can truly breathe life into us. If we look to the world to find renewal, should we be surprised that on Monday mornings when we wake up, that we are just as tired and depleted as we were on Friday afternoon? Contrast that empty feeling with this. The word renew in verse 31 literally means exchange. So let's get the picture. Renewing our strength means that by trusting in God, we are trading or exchanging our exhaustion and our fatigue for His life-giving strength. And that is a strength that lasts. Want refreshment? Get your heart right with God, then trust in Him. Look to Him for true refreshment. You will be able to walk, you will be able to run and to soar as eagles. That's it for today. Next time we'll take another step towards refreshment. Until then, God bless.